What's up? I'm Mindy. Trying to get this going properly. For when I go live at haunted location, I want to make sure this is working properly. It's been giving me problems here lately. Hi, Real Mafia. Hello, everybody. Coming in. I'm just sitting here in my truck. Oh, YouTube's been doing YouTube things. You know how it is. Been. Hopefully, I'll be getting to a haunted location soon. Thank you, Real Mafia. As soon as a location that wanting to go to actually calls me back, I'll be getting in there. Thank you. I don't know why YouTube has been kind of messing me around here lately, but they have. It's not like I ever go live. Yes, Real Mafia, how you doing out there today? I'll even shout you out on my next video I do out. I'll be leaving here. I'm at this Love's in Hannibal, Missouri. I'll be leaving out of here about 1 o'clock in the morning. If only it wasn't so hot outside. Last time I looked, it was like 3 degrees outside. I'm actually sitting in my truck with the AC on. Go figure, right? Yes, Real Mafia, I'm in Missouri. So are you. Awesome. Where are you located at in Missouri? Let's see. Oh, you're in Springfield. I went through there probably about, I want to say 3 weeks ago. I went through Springfield. I think it was about 3 weeks ago. Just the other day, I went through Kansas City, Missouri. Had to drive all the way from Oklahoma. Actually, it's from Lancaster, Texas, up to up here in Iowa, where I delivered yesterday, and drove down here to Hannibal to get reloaded to go to Monroe Township, New Jersey. It's always fun. Day in the life of a truck driver is never done. That is for sure. Hopefully it'll be over when I retire. But let's see. Okay. Got 3 people in here. Now, when I go live at that haunted location, it's going to be a long video because I'm going to do the whole thing live, and I'm going to be there for about 6 hours, give or take. I might be there a little bit longer. What's up, Afterlife? I see you made it. Part of the GCP family there. And the Afterlife podcast. hopefully, yeah, when I go live at that home location, I may get there a little bit early, and I'll film a little bit beforehand before going live, and just do the entire investigation live. That way, there's no confusion. There's no one having to ask for, hey, where's the raw footage at? It's all going to be raw footage. Um, I'm not going to point anything out as I'm investigating. I'm going to leave that all up to everybody else. I'm going to leave it up to everybody else. Um, hopefully, hoping Bug and everyone, and Kyle and everyone else shows up here pretty quick. That way we can get this party going. Yeah, I see freaking lights in my damn truck want to be acting up. I don't know what the hell. But at least YouTube ain't messing with me now. At least YouTube ain't messing with me. Okay. I thought maybe my tablet was over there making noise. Company tablet. I don't like that damn thing. Yeah. I think my biggest regret is I actually shaved my beard off. I don't know why I did it, but I did do it. Now I have nothing to grab onto. I can't grab my beard no more. It's not there. I'm surprised Randy ain't here right now. Randy and Curtis and Mandy and Kyle, Ruby. Yeah. Well, this was the first time in what almost 8 months I'd shaved my beard off. Only because it felt like my face was gonna explode. Coming in under a new name. Nuns, you're tricking me. Misty. You're just using. Now, see, you're falling behind, Randy. When are you gonna go live? When are you gonna go live? You're gonna have to go live here for too long. You're gonna have to catch up with everybody. Yep, I just made you a moderator. Oh yeah, you gotta have at least 50 subs. If Bug ever comes in, I'm gonna make her a moderator too. But yeah, when I go live, the way I'm gonna do it, everyone is gonna have to moderate everybody, because you know when when Jade and Mandy always go live, by the end of their lives, it's always just Roxy in the chat trying to clean everything up. So, you know, I figure everyone's going to be a moderator. Everyone's going to have to do everything. No hate whatsoever in the chat when I go live. That's the one thing I do ask. No hate. Can't be hating on anybody. Gonna have probably Side-Eye Guy there watching, because I did invite him. I did extend an invitation out to Side-Eye Guy. Thank you, Misty. And if Beardo or any of his followers jump in, no hate, no hate whatsoever. Um, if they start getting, if anyone starts getting out of a hand, you know what to do, Randy. um, I mean, the paranormal field is way too small for any of this drama whatsoever. Um, I know there's people that's always going to be hating on other people watching their films and debunking every single aspect of it. I get that. I wish I'd never taken any of my videos down, but I did. Um, yeah. I have not gotten a time and date yet, Misty. I'm still waiting on the May Stringer House to contact me back for a date on that they have available, so I can get in there. Um, hey Reggie, um, the times would be from 8 p.m. Eastern time to 2 a.m. Eastern time. So there's a 6-hour window there. I'm just waiting on them to contact me for a date. And trying to figure out what's gonna be what. Now, what are you doing getting ready for work, Randy? Come on now. You're supposed to be like just kicking back. Today's Monday. Fuck it. You know, call in sick. I would. Um, uh, the one thing that I do want to do, I want to try to hit a location as I'm heading to New Jersey. If I can, I will. If I have time, um, it's all going to depend on the time frame that I get from here to New Jersey. Um, because I'm actually supposed to be in New Jersey on Wednesday morning. So it's all going to be time sensitive on when I get there. What's up, Curtis? Finally made it. Congratulations, Curtis. You're a moderator now. um, if I don't have time to hit a haunted location, then it is what it is. But there's a few between here and New Jersey that I would definitely love to hit. Um, especially since I'll be going through Indiana, everybody's favorite paranormal hotspot. Curtis knows that one. Um, I'll see if I have time to hit the Indiana State Sanatorium. Why not? If I got time, I got time. Um, yes, that is one of the best ones, Curtis. That is one of the best. Um, although I have this weird feeling that if I keep doing this, I'm going to end up as a meme over on Ghost Club Paranormal. I have a feeling Roxy might be like, "Ooh, we need to do this." That's fine. Um, I know it's kind of dark in my truck. Let's see if I can. There we go. Mm. Hi, Maya. How are you doing? I hope you've been having a great day, Maya. I hope you just killing it over there right now. Um, okay, never mind. I thought I heard something outside my truck. I was fixing to get worried. um, that's one thing I hate, stopping at truck stops. I like my truck to stay in the same piece as it was when I first came in. A lot of people don't know how to drive and they end up hitting your truck and it turns into a big mess. Um, which kind of sucks on my part because if someone hits my truck, well, then I'm down for the count until my truck gets fixed. You're welcome, Maya. You're welcome. Um, I'm actually kind of surprised. Well, Jade and Mandy are Mandy's at work, so Jade's probably still sleeping right now. What time is it? What, 10 o'clock out there? So yeah, she's probably still sleeping right now. Um, which is fine. I wish I was asleep actually. Uh, maybe you know what? I got this weird feeling. If I get by Indiana State Sanatorium, if I have time to stop there, I'm gonna go live again, just to show everybody where I'm at. Um, Misty wants to be a mod too. I can do that. There you go, Misty. Uh, I'm. I don't know how well it would work to go live real late at night. I mean, most people are asleep. If I decide to go live while I'm driving, I'll do that at some point. Um, if not, I'll just post regular driving videos like I normally do. But all paranormal investigations that I do from now on will be done live. That way nobody can say that anything was faked, that it was CGI'd or anything else. I'll let everybody make up their own mind. I'll let them point out anything that they may or may not see while there. That way nobody can come at me. I mean, I can take it. Say whatever you want about me. It does not bother me one single bit. I've been called everything under the sun and probably had a few names made up just to call me. It does not bother me one bit. If anybody has any ideas other than Indiana State Sanatorium, let's see. I'll be going through Illinois, Indiana. I wish I had time to stop at Eastern State when I get into Pennsylvania. That place never disappoints. But it's so hard to get in and out of Eastern State with my truck. I literally have to park at a truck stop, take an Uber all the way to Eastern State. After I've contacted them and set up a date, time, everything else to get in there, there's always people. That place is always usually booked. But when I go to leave New Jersey, I'm hoping I'll have time to maybe go by Trans-Allegheny, just so everybody can see the massive size of Trans-Allegheny. I want to get to California, Amalia, so I can do All Saints Lunatic Asylum. That is on a bucket list. Count me out of the doll room, though. I won't. I don't want to do the doll room, only for the simple fact I hate dolls. I'm not scared of them. I just hate them. They're dead eyes. Yeah, the eyes that stare back at you from a doll. I cannot stand that. And I know Douglas and I, we're trying to get together to do a church, an abandoned church that's close to where he lives, around the Kansas City area. yeah. I hate the eyes too, Amalia. Eyes freak me out. But we want to get to an abandoned church by where he lives, there in the Kansas City area. Want to get in there. I want to investigate that place. And I actually want to get back to the Sally house. I haven't been to the Sally house in so long. Me and that house have unfinished business to take care of. I know everyone keeps joking around talking about I'm grounded from that house. I probably should be, because the last time I was there, I wasn't very nice. Yes, I will actually be very careful if I get back to the Sally house, because I know what's there is not a little girl. Never has been. I don't know what it is, but it's not a little girl. We all seen that with Jade and Mandy. There's a couple of places down in Texas I want to get to. Yorktown Hospital, I want to get into there. I still want to do the Hill House in Mineral Wells, Texas. I've been to the Goatman Bridge up in Denton, Texas, but they've kind of blocked it off from people because it's getting so dangerous. There's a few other locations in Texas I would love to do. It's just, with me being a truck driver, it's hard to actually get into some places because I'm always so busy. Maybe next time I'm here in Missouri, maybe I can stop in a Jefferson or around the Jefferson City area and maybe see the Jefferson City or the Missouri State Penitentiary. Have I ever been anywhere in Wisconsin? Yes, actually I have. I think I've been everywhere in Wisconsin. One of my favorite places to go in Wisconsin was a lighthouse up near Green Bay. I did that. And then there was a couple of places I've done in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Let's see. If I can get to Milwaukee again, there's a couple of places in Milwaukee I'd love to go to. One of them is kind of dark. It's let's just say there was a serial killer there. We all know about Jeffrey Dahmer. Um, uh, let's see. Yeah, we could meet up someplace. Misty, I mean, if I can get back up there, we can definitely meet up. Um, I would love to. I I I would love to have somebody else on an investigation. I hate going on into investigations alone. That's one of the like 101 on investigations. You don't go anywhere alone because you never know what happens or what can happen. Um, say you go into an investigation alone, it's an old building and something happens, boom, you get hurt. No one knows you're there. So it's always great to have somebody with you. Um, yes, I will let you know. I will let you know when I get up there. Um, but I know when I did that lighthouse up in the Green Bay area, not a whole lot. I didn't get a whole lot up there. Um, I have not been to Ashmore Estates yet. I need to see about getting in there at some point. Um, I've heard really great things about Ashmore Estates. Uh, if if they hold true, then that would be a really great place to investigate. Um, nice, yes. The more the merrier, Misty. The more the merrier. Um, I don't watch out. I'm gonna be making Randy jealous over here. Uh, uh, he's. I know he really wants to get out on an investigation. We might just have to get you a plane ticket. So when Douglas and I go to that Sally house, like we've talked about before, all of us can get to the Sally house. Um, I'm hoping to meet up with more GCP Discord members. That way we can do like Bug and I are going to be doing. You know, it's like the first ever GCP family investigation, um, which I would love to keep. I would love to do that with people, especially for people that's never been on investigations before. You know, if we get in someplace and like I've told a Bug, we may get in someplace and you get touched. There's no need to freak out. Just remember, uh, ghosts are just people without a body. You know. Now, if they try to grope you, you might want to try to throw hands with a spirit because that's uncalled for. Um, exactly, throw hands with a ghost. We're gonna be going Mandy's route. You know, it's time to throw hands. Um, but yes, Misty, I'd love that so much too. They're because Mandy and Jade, when they started this Discord channel, they did not. I hope she don't scream. Um, but when Mandy and Jade started this Discord channel, I don't think they ever thought about the Discord members actually meeting up and hanging out or going out on investigations or whatever. Uh, it, it, but it's gonna happen. I'm trying to make it happen. I'm trying to make it to where everybody is gonna be getting together if they can. Just for the simple fact, there's no point in being in a paranormal paranormal Discord if you're not going out and actively investigating. You know, you've got to be able to go out and have your own experiences with the paranormal. I know not everybody has that option. You know, Carmen down in Florida, when I met Bug, he couldn't make it. He can't make it to the investigation that we want to do, but that's okay. You know, and whenever Bug gets a little bit more experience under her, maybe I can get down there and we can go to a darker haunting where it's not so light and airy, you know. Because I know I also thought about taking her to the building that Ted Bundy was originally tried at in Florida, but I kind of thought about, no, we don't want to do that, because for the simple fact that if he's still there, then I don't want to put her in a situation where, you know, he's basically looking at her because she would be the type that he would have targeted. So there's no sense in, you know, sitting there talking about taking her someplace and wanting to figure out, how do I keep her safe, you know. So, but I know one of the places I want to go to, I am not ready for. I've been doing this for a while. Yes, the meetups are going to be, they're going to be legendary. That's for sure, Randy. But I want to go to the Villisca Axe Murder House, but I'm not ready for that one. I've been doing this a long time, but I'm not ready for that one. 90% of the EVPs that come from that house are all kids. And me being a parent, that just, I'm not ready for that. You know, I don't want to be getting an EVP that's a child's voice with me being a parent. That's not something any parent wants to hear. And whenever I decide that I do want to do that house, I want to see about getting one GCP member or Afterlife member or even Ghostcraft Coven to come with me, just so I can sit there and say, I'm not the only one here. You know, I'm not the only one experiencing what is going on here. And the other thing that I'm going to do with the live paranormal investigation that me and Bug are going to be going on, there's going to be no instruments, no REM pods, no cat balls, no nothing. It's just going to be us and our phones. That's it. Just us and our phones. Yes, exactly right, Randy. The assurance would be cool. Two people witnessing the same thing. Because if one person says they witnessed something and it's just them, you can't really credit that as paranormal evidence. You can kind of go with a personal experience, but that's about it. Now, if you have two people that witness the same thing and that can sit down separate from each other and write out exactly what they witnessed, and it matches, then 100% it would be paranormal. Um, that's the other reason why you never want to go into a location by yourself, because if you go into a location by yourself and you say this and this happened, you've got nobody there to corroborate that whatsoever. So it's a personal experience. It's not really paranormal. If I would love to get Mandy and Jade to the Velisca murder house. Um, I know at one point they were supposed to go to the Velisca murder house, but they ended up at the Sally house. So it's. But yes, Misty, the Velisca murder house is a heavy place, and I've only seen it in pictures, and it looks like just a normal house. Just a normal house. You would never think, looking at it, that like 6 kids were murdered in there with an axe and 2 parents, and nobody heard anything. My whole thing with that is that has the same traits as the Amityville Horror House, where DeFeo Jr. killed his entire family using a high-powered rifle, and nobody woke up, nobody heard a thing. So, yeah, that place is extremely heavy. I'm hoping to get in there and figure out what is going on. Is it paranormal? Is it not paranormal? Is it just everybody's psyche like playing off of each other in there? Who knows? That's right, Randy. It'd be less creepy having my homies there with me. I won't have to throw hands with any kind of spirit at that point. Which is actually funny, because when it comes down to it, I am more at peace with spirits and ghosts and the afterlife than I am with normal everyday people. If for some reason I've ever had to sit there and figure out how to get myself to be around people, I think I'd die. I try to stay by myself as much as possible, to be honest. Which is one reason why I want to try to get with all the GCP members, bring everybody together. I get it. Travel issues is a lot. And yes, even when nobody hears, Randy, the spirits are always listening. I mean, it's, you walk into a creepy house or an abandoned asylum or whatever, and you start thinking and looking and walking around, and if you're talking to somebody, if you're talking disrespectful, as I have learned, they hear that. They hear that crap. They do not like that. You've always got to be respectful, no matter who it is. You know, even if it's, you know, me going up into Milwaukee and going to the Jeffrey Dahmer's home, I still got to be respectful. Um, exactly, Curtis. Never felt more alive than when I'm somewhere haunted. Exactly. Um, and the thing is, most people will look at it as they can only hear you when you're talking. How do we know that? How do we know that they can't hear our thoughts as well? Because I mean, they're on another plane. They've already reached beyond from where we hit. So what's to say they can't hear our thoughts as well? What we might be saying, but yet what we might be thinking are two different things. We might be respectful in talking, but at the same time, we're sitting there thinking to ourselves, "Man, this place is a joke. There's nothing here." How do we know they can't hear that thought? We just don't know. There's so much about the paranormal we do not understand, and that's why I'm saying the paranormal field is so small. There shouldn't be any bickering. Now, I believe in people debunking videos on people that actually need it, because I'm not going to say their names because, well, I'm not going to name drop them out here. Um, there are some groups out there that will fake whatever they can just for views, and unfortunately, I don't want to be roped into that. So, like I said, I'm just not going to name drop them. Debunkers do some good in a way, but they also create division a lot of times between other paranormal groups, which shouldn't be happening. If the paranormal group was actually able to come together and actually do some good and make it to where they can prove that they didn't fake it, great. But some of these groups out here, they're just doing it for views. That's all they're doing. And unfortunately, when you go that route, you never know what's going to happen. Yes, Misty, people are scary. You know, I used to have a baseball cap. It was from The Walking Dead. And it actually rings true. It says, "Fight the dead, fear the living." I would rather fear the living because the living are scarier than the dead. Plain and simple. I mean, yeah, the dead can probably push you, scratch you, whatever. The living can actually murder you. So, I mean, there's no point in fearing something that's coming for us all. Um, exactly, Randy. People are way more scarier than ghosts. Um, I mean, if I had my choice, I would rather hang out 24 hours a day in a freaking haunted building than have to deal with everyday people. Because everyday people, they suck. You know, one reason why, everyone always asks me, "Why do you hate Christmas?" Well, it's because of the way people act. I'm out here all the time. I see how they drive. I see how they act in the stores. You know, they say it's supposed to be the happiest time of the year, but you know, all I see is whining and complaining and looking out for number one. They're not looking out for anybody else. Um, and Missy, I agree with you. Milwaukee scares the hell out of me anyway. Just that city scares me. Um, there is something about that city. I don't know if it's just the people in Milwaukee or if it's the city itself. Um, but that city does scare me too. Uh, I think, other than Milwaukee, I don't know if there's a place up in Oshkosh, Wisconsin to investigate. I'll have to look. Uh, Only because I go up to Oshkosh a lot. I know a lot of people ask me, why don't I investigate cemeteries? Well, there's not a whole lot going on in the cemetery, really. I mean, people are just dying to get into cemeteries. I mean, you're already dead when you get in there. So go to the places that you know the spirits are going to be at, because I'm sorry, if I was buried in the ground, I would not be haunting the cemetery whatsoever. I'm not going to want to hang out there. I mean, there's ghosts there I don't know. You know, it's like, look, I don't know you people. I'm out. Um, so I don't think there's a whole lot going on in cemeteries. They're cool to hang out in because, well, it's peaceful. I love hanging out in peaceful cemeteries. Um, I think the older the cemetery, the better, really. Just because for the simple fact, you've got headstones there from, like, you know, the 1800s, 1700s. Cool, I could hang out with dead people like that. No, I'm far from a rock star. Um, if anybody has any ideas about maybe a haunted location someplace that maybe not a lot of people go to, drop it in Discord. Uh, whether it be GCP Discord, Afterlife Discord, wherever, I'll look into it. I'll see about going. And if it's someplace that's close to you or whoever drops it in there, I'll see about, hey, let's hook up. Let's go to an investigation. Granted, my anxiety sometimes kills me, which I'm dying right now. Don't look like it, but I am. But yeah, if you drop it in Discord, like I said, whether it be Afterlife or GCP, or if you want, shoot me a DM over there in either one. And if you're close to it, I'll look into it. If it's someplace I want to go, we'll go on an investigation. Just because, like I said, I don't want to make the investigation that Bug and I are going on, I don't want to make it the only one that I do with any of the GCP or Afterlife members. Point blank. I want to keep this trend going. I want it to trickle down to other members sitting there and hooking up with the other Discord members saying, hey, let's go out on an investigation. Sweet. If you do that, just remember, be careful. Always make sure you let somebody know, hey, this is where I'm going to be going, just in case. Because I know I've had a lot of people look at me and go, How do people know you're not like some sort of weird serial killer that, like murders people when you get to a location? Everybody came back. Okay, if 8 of us go, 8 of us are coming back. Uh, I mean, you can always let Jade and Mandy know too. Hey, me and so, we're gonna hook up. We're gonna go to investigate. I told Jade that Bug and I were gonna go on an investigation, and we're gonna be broadcasting it live. And she was actually down with that. So hopefully soon. Like I said, I gotta wait for him to yeah, it would be a premise for a good horror movie, huh? Uh I know I did freak people out once. They asked me who I looked up to. I really freaked them out when I told them I look up to Ed Gein. Everybody looks up to him. They have to. Dude's like 7 foot tall. I mean, if you're not looking up to Ed Gein, then you're about as tall as he is, and that's actually kind of weird. I don't want to be meeting somebody in a haunted location that's like 7 foot tall. That's for damn sure. But yeah, I just want to make it to where everybody, all of us on Discord, whether it be GCP or Afterlife, all of us have a way to get together, do investigations, and put them on YouTube. Do it like I'm going to do it. Do it live. That way there's no saying that we did anything CGI. Nothing was funny about it, because the way I'm going to do it with my phone is, yes, we will be taking breaks, but I'm literally going to have my phone like maybe sitting on a table recording. That way, as we're taking a break, it's all going to be recorded. No one's going to be saying, hey, you guys did this while you guys were taking a break. No, it's going to be a non-stop recording. What's up, Rob? That way nobody can come back later on and say, well, since you guys took a break, the camera was off, you guys could have done this, or this. Sorry, the way I'm going to have my phone set up as we take a break is literally going to make it to where you can see the entire house or the entire room of where we're at, because we're not going to be able to investigate for 6 hours straight, not eating or anything else. Obviously we're going to have to eat, use the restroom, whatever. But at that point, I'll put the phone down just so everybody can see that the camera is facing the room and nobody is doing any kind of funny business. Yes, I am awkward socially. I've been this way for a long time. But I just don't want no kind of questions or anything else about, well, could you guys have done this? We could have, but we didn't, because for the simple fact, everybody can see the entire room, and if we take a break, it's not going to be to where we're going to be inside the house taking a break. We're going to go outside and take a break. That way, we're not contaminating anything by sitting there talking and having anybody going, we hear talking. Yeah, that would be us. Or we hear eating. Again, that would be us. But maybe I'm hoping April or May we can get in there to investigate. If we can't do it in April and May, God, I don't really want to do it in June because summertime in Florida, that heat sucks ass. It's not really the heat, it's the humidity. Yes, maybe we need to. Oh, sorry, Rob. Bug and I, we're going to be going to the May Stringer house in Florida. I'm just waiting on a date that they have available. Maybe, hopefully, again, April, May, hopefully not June. And Misty, maybe we can need to see about sending Jade a message about making a room for member hookups for investigations. I mean, that would be great. But I want to make sure that people are going to be wanting to do it yet, and not just be like, oh yeah, we could do that, and then just never do it. I mean, personally, I would love, like I said, I would love to see all the members hook up eventually and try to investigate at least one place, especially if they've never been on an investigation before. But you also got to remember, some of these places are not cheap to get into. Some of these places, like the May Stringer house is $250 for up to 10 people, 6 hours. The St. Augustine Lighthouse in Florida is $1,500 up to 10 people, and you only get an hour and a half. So if you do decide to do any kind of investigations, you have to look into how long can you stay there, how much is it, how many people can you have. You got to get with the owners. Are you allowed to film? You don't want a whole Jacqueline Nunez issue going on. I mean, you don't want to get someplace after paying $1,500 and find out that you can't record it. I mean, it's like, what's the point in doing an investigation if you can't record it? Hopefully, I would love to see it to where maybe it gets big enough to where I could possibly send Jason Hawes an email and say, hey, let's hook up and collab together. I would love to. Actually, I think I would die. I think I would actually die on that one. Especially if he said yes. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to, doing any kind of collaboration with anybody once it gets big enough. Exactly, Randy. Starstruck the whole freaking time. I mean, there'd be no other way around it. You got the OG ghost hunter sitting there with you investigating. It's like at some point you're not even going to be looking for ghosts. You're going to be too damn starstruck. But then again, if I ever got to do any kind of investigation with Jade and Mandy, I'd be the same way again. I mean, I'd be like, holy crap, I'm actually here with Jade and Mandy. How in the hell can I concentrate on investigating? You know, I've got Jade and Mandy here doing this. But I want to get my channel going really good with paranormal investigations. Still doing, you know, the showing videos of what truck drivers have to do out here on a daily basis, what we go through. But I want to try to move my channel more towards paranormal at some point, to where it's going to be nothing but paranormal. I mean, I get it. I'd probably lose subscribers, but, you know, I look at it this way. I would rather lose subscribers with me being honest and straight up telling everybody, hey, I'm moving my channel more towards the paranormal than trucking. I'm still going to do the trucking videos, but I'm also going to move it towards the paranormal. That way it's not a big shock to them, you know, like all of a sudden they see videos being posted of paranormal. It's like, what the hell happened here? How'd this happen? But saying that, again, I would not be opposed to doing any kind of collaboration with anybody when my channel gets a little bigger. Because, I mean, yeah, you look at, you know, GCP, you look at Kelsey Davies, all of them. I mean, they've got, you know, 100,000 plus. And it's me, I've got what, just 100 plus subscribers. Yes, Misty, kind of going and seeing if Jade would be interested about making a room for all that. I mean, I know, I get it. We still got, you know, we still got the Jennifer Markham case. Yeah, we only live once, Damon. Yeah, exactly, Rob. But I mean, I do know we still got the Jennifer Markham case that Jade is wanting everybody to work on. My mind is stuck on it. It seems like it can't go any further. No, you're not being annoying, Misty. Sorry, I'm having to eat cough drops, so I'm not coughing my brains out while on here. But I'm pretty sure Jade and Mandy, especially Jade, I don't think she would have much of a problem with making a room for GCP members for meeting up and investigating. Hi, Ruby. Chaos King, huh? Yeah, I am a Chaos King. Whenever it seems like chaos starts in a chat, I'm never usually far away. That's for damn sure. Um, but I know when when Bug and I do show up to the May Stringer house, it's gonna be a surreal moment for her, because for the simple fact, since she's never been on an investigation before, hi Sonia, um, she's not really gonna know how to treat that in a way, because for the simple fact, a lot of people take being on investigations differently for the very first time. The fucking truck is haunted, I think. Um, I mean, some people they fall right into it. Some people have to kind of be pushed into it, and some people just don't want anything to do with it once they get a taste of it. I know for me, when my very first investigation I ever did, I screwed around a lot, and then for the simple fact, by the end of that investigation, it was one of those, how did I do this? Because technically I really didn't see anything. I mean, yeah, I got scratched up, but I really didn't see anything. It wasn't until, I would say, when I first went to the Sally house, when me and everybody else walked outside, take a break, walk back inside, the basement door was open, which I knew it was shut. So I reshut it. We went back outside, went back inside, and now the camera that I had in the kitchen was sitting on the floor, and the basement door was open again. Okay, so could that have been somebody in the house? Possibly, but there was only 3 of us in there. Yes, Rob, we are going to be doing it live on YouTube. When we do the investigation, all 6 hours of it. That way, like I was telling everybody else, that way there's no miscommunication on what happened or anything else. Yeah, I can't wait either. Waiting on a date. I'm almost thinking I need to send a carrier pigeon down there to these people to I was wondering why my laundry fell over, Roxy. I mean, but I'm thinking I might have to send a carrier pigeon down there just to get a date, or maybe I'm gonna have to go down there and talk to them in person, because it's getting kind of ridiculous that I call them and they, oh yeah, we'll call you back with a date, and they haven't called me back yet. So it's kind of annoying. But at the same time, it's just something that you have to kind of deal with in the paranormal world. I mean, not having a big budget, like being, Zach Baggins. We can't just have Discovery Channel go down there and be like, hey, we're gonna want to come in and investigate, and then they're in there a week later, and everybody that was on the list before these guys get kicked out. Which that does happen. Sometimes they overbook, sometimes they underbook, but nobody is actually in my truck. That's why I keep saying my truck must be haunted, because there is nobody in my truck. At least nobody I can see. Now, could there be a spirit in my truck? Maybe, because, well, I've pissed many spirits off in my day. Because, I mean, I can be sitting here or laying here about ready to go to bed at night, and my light will just shut off randomly by itself. It's like, okay, well, thank you for that. I mean, can you at least drive my truck for me too, so I don't have to get up in the freaking morning? Yeah, Sonia. I thought I had a total brain meltdown too, and I thought Randy was somebody else too. So, but yeah, for all I know, it could be one of the shadow people that follow me around. I do have a couple of them now. I've had one that's been following me around for a little over 30 years, and I've just recently found out that I've got another one that's following me around. Oh, Ruby's spending lunchtime with us today, huh? Awesome. But it's something I live with. I've made peace with these shadow people. I mean, I leave them alone. They leave me alone. Sometimes I talk to them, just because it's one of those. It's like I acknowledge them every now and then, just to let them know, yeah, I know you're still there. I know you're still there. Exactly. That one week that I was hearing the voices outside my truck, and when I did the ghost seer app and the tank came through. Yes. But every time I went to record them, couldn't get them. It's like all of a sudden it's like, oh crap, he's trying to record us, so now we got to shut up now. Little cheese eating rat bastards. But exactly, no witnesses at all. Can't have witnesses to what you're doing. But I'm hoping that the more investigations that I can get out with everybody, maybe a lot of other people will be like, hey, this ain't so bad. We can do it. We got this. I know Kyle lives in Ohio. I would love to get him out on an investigation. Yeah, maybe the spirits are just saying hi to everybody here. Maybe they're trying to wait for Mandy or Jade to pop in, but like I said, Mandy's at work, Jade's probably sleeping. Drink water. How about Dr. Pepper? I got a big ass cup of Dr. Pepper right now. That's my water. Right now, Roxy, I am parked at a Love's truck stop in Hannibal, Missouri. I'm actually not too far away from the Mark Twain caves right now. I've never been to those caves. I want to go there, but yes, Rob, I would. I would love to collab with just about anybody that would want to. Um, whether it be well, maybe not so much twin paranormal. I wouldn't want to do twin paranormal, but Kelsey Davies, Barrier Beyond, of course the OG of ghost hunting, Jason Hawes. I'd love to collab with him. Ghostcraft Coven, I'd love to collab with them. Just anybody. Nope, no, Mom. No. Hi, Mom. Everybody say hi. Hi, Mom. Gotta have Dr. Pepper. But yeah, I would definitely collab with any of them. If it got to the point to where I could, because I know, what was it? Kelsey Davies was just up in the Northeast. Video that she did, she was just up in the Northeast. But I would not be opposed to it though. But again, if I ever got the chance to actually investigate with like Jason Hawes, again, I'd probably be too damn starstruck to actually do any investigation, because I'd be like awing in the awesomeness that is Jason, watching him do what he does. That's actually a good idea. Teaching the awesomeness about milk, staying off the TV. Yeah, how many I can't even count how many DVD players me and my wife went through when our kids were younger. Kids putting drinks on top of them. They get spilled. Well, now we need a new DVD player. But I know when it comes to like someone like Barrier Beyond and Kelsey Davies, though, yes, Rob, I'll look up to Jason Hawes too. Yeah, how did my mom survive me as a child? We all wonder that one. But I know, but yeah, like I was saying, with Jason Hawes, Kelsey Davies, Barry Beyond, I would want to get a lot more equipment with me before going out and doing any kind of investigation with them. Just so I'm not, trying to like piggyback off them. It's like I've got my own camera. I can put what I film on YouTube, or just do it live. But if I did it live, then that would kind of take away from their views when they do their premieres. So that would be something that I would have to literally look into, or just do it to where I record it, and everything that was recorded, instead of it being done live, all the raw footage just gets put on to YouTube on my page. That way there's no editing. Yeah, no, I wasn't an angel at all. No, no, Randy, there wasn't no angel in me. It was all demon. Um, but that's something that I would have to look into and talk with them about it if I was doing a collab with them. Um, yes, yes, that's about right, Ruby. Uh, Constant little mild heart attacks everywhere because, well, I am me. You know, the face when chaos starts. uh, of course, or as Jade put it the other night in that live chat, of course, Damien. Yes, yes, of course, Damien. Um, that would have been my son after he was born, only he wasn't running around yelling anarchy. He was more or less like, try me. I dare you, try me. It won't end well. Um, the first time, the first day we ever took him to school, he gave both me and my wife a look of, why are you still here? As we were standing there and he was sitting at his little bitty desk, he literally looked up at us like, why are you still here? Which I don't know if you got those looks, Roxy, but if not, they're coming. They're coming. Um, yeah, yeah, yes. I was doing daredevil stuffs and everything else. I mean, jumping off of bridges, jumping off of roofs, jumping off of anything I could jump off of. I was jumping out off of it, out of trees. Um, I do. It's time for a Weenie the Pooh bath. Um, yeah. Uh, yes. Yes, we can all say, poor mom. Um, but I would love, like I said, I would love to do a collab with somebody though. Especially, like I said, when my channel starts getting a little bit bigger, because I don't want to piggyback off them. Um, yes, Mama Chaos. Um, I mean, I'm one of these kind of people. If I do things, I want to be able to do it myself, build it up myself. I don't want anybody jumping from theirs over to mine, and then me getting the subscribers that way. No, I want to be able to put everything out myself, let them see it, and make up their own mind if they want to subscribe to it or not. No, well, I am a sweet guy, but I am more chaos than sweet now. I think the older I get, um, the more chaos I bring into my life and dish out. And yes, Randy, I want to be surprised. I mean, I want people to make up their own minds when they see what I put out. And I know it's harder doing it that way, but it's also it's more gratifying too, because I can't have anybody coming at me later on and saying, "Oh, well, you only got your subscribers because you piggybacked off of us." So yes, it would be harder for me to get them, but more gratifying. Um, I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping within April or May, be at the May Stringer house. Hopefully not June, because the humidity would just be murder. Um, if by some weird chance maybe we can get in there sooner, that would be actually really cool. I mean, I know Bug was saying that she's not really in much of a hurry, but I'm not either. But at the same time, I'm also looking at it as we don't know what's going to happen, 2 months down the line. And I appreciate that, Misty. I try to be genuinely awesome. I mean, that's better than what I've been called before in the past. I mean, I've been called genuinely a dick before, but, it is what it is. I mean, I am part of the FAFO generation. So, it's like, it is what it is. You got, the more you FA, the more you're going to FO. Yes, Ruby. It's not easy. Don't do that, Misty. That hurts. I've done that with milk. Don't do that. Yes, Ruby. It is hard doing content on YouTube. And a lot of people, I don't want to say everybody is this way, but a lot of people have the attention span of a squirrel sometimes. And some people, you can't get them to watch a 3-minute video, let alone when we go live with our investigation being a 6-hour video. They get trapped in the short videos on YouTube, and then it's like on to the next. I get it. Sometimes I get the attention span of a squirrel sometimes, and it's like, ooh, squirrel. And I get sidetracked. But, when it comes to a good paranormal investigation, I will sit there for no matter how long the investigation is for and watch the entire thing. What was it? There was a few years ago, I was watching some investigator on YouTube. He was doing a live investigation. It was like 3 hours long. And I watched the entire thing. Yeah, I think I added on to your subs, Ruby, when you subbed onto mine. I just automatically subbed onto yours, just because. That's how I roll. It's like, oh wait, that's Dana. I got a sub on that one. Yes, Roxy. Bug's birthday is today. I tried I was giving her birthday wishes yesterday, and I know Kyle said something to her today, and I know she just got home. So, but it does take a lot of patience. I mean, I've had this channel now for maybe a year and a half, but I didn't start posting to it until just recently. So hopefully it don't take too long once I start with the paranormal investigations. Yes, Sonia, I am a squirrel too. I mean, it's like, again, squirrel, and off my brain goes. um, which is kind of funny because that's not how I was raised. You know, I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to where it's like, okay, pay attention to what you're doing. Sorry, everybody, I gotta plug my phone up. But unfortunately, the older I get, the more squirrely my brain gets. I mean, I love squirrels too, Misty. Squirrels have some of the greatest minds ever because they're just amazing. Let's see. Tour of the truck. All right. Let's see, Roxy. We got. This is the bunk area. Oh, yeah. See, that's my bed. Then here's my microwave. That would be the front of my truck. Yeah. That is the space I live in. That is the space I live in. Unfortunately, you know, exactly. It's where my dinner is cooked sometimes. I know tonight I'm gonna eat ramen noodles whenever I get up. I'm gonna end up eating a burger for lunch. Eventually, hopefully, there we go. Yes, and I'm actually wearing a shirt that my younger sister did. It's a Climbers for a Cancer shirt. The back of it has a pink mountain on there with a silhouette of a woman on the back of it. I've had so many people look at me like, "Why are you wearing that shirt?" Because I can. But yes, Roxy, I even have a microwave. It's my own personal microwave because the company I work for, they don't provide nothing. No microwave, no refrigerator, no nothing. Hopefully, that's right. Gotta have breast cancer awareness. Gotta have freaking any and all cancer awareness. I mean, people get riddled with cancer all the time, but yeah, I'm hoping to actually move away from this company after I do my taxes. Only because I'm tired of their BS. What was my first driving job? Let's see. Back in 2004, I was working for Transport America out of Eagan, Minnesota. Combined, I worked for them for 19 years. And then I worked off and on in the oil field for a bit. And then I came to PTL out of Murray, Kentucky, which I would not suggest anybody really coming to this company because they really don't care. They really don't. I should have found a better place to come to, but I just took the first one that offered a job because I figured can't be that bad. Well, I was wrong about that one. But yeah, 2004 Transport America out of Eagan, Minnesota. Um, yes, Dana. Sage stick everywhere you go. Um, are you at work or something? I mean, that's not cool that you're feeling creepy at work. I mean, I never feel creepy in my truck, even though I know there's something in here. I never feel creepy about it. Um, I don't even. Uh, yeah, where are you at, Ruby? Yeah. Are you at a home or you at somebody's home or are you at somebody's at a facility right now, Dana? Oh, yeah. Private homes would be kind of creepy because you never know what a person has done in their home. Um, I know that's one thing when I start investigating more and more. I don't want to really do. I don't really want to do private homes. Um, Only because for the fact that I don't want to give anybody any kind of false hope over anything. Not that I'm saying that Mandy and Jade are giving false hope on anything. I don't. I've never seen them go into a private home, somebody's private home. Um, but I mean, I don't. I wouldn't see them giving false hope to anybody anyway. Um, but I don't want to do private homes. One, because there's so much that can go wrong. If you go in there and there is something there, and you piss it off just by being there, well, you gotta remember you leave at the end of that night. The family don't. The family has to stay, and then now they have to deal with the ramifications of what just happened in their home, and they have to live with that now with a spirit that's even more pissed off. So private homes are kind of out of the question for me. Um, any place that's like I deem unsafe, I would say is out. Now that I'm older and less stupid, uh, kind of weird to say that in the same sentence. Um, Abandoned tunnels. I'm not really into dying in an abandoned tunnel. Um, Now there is one place I would love to go, kind of on a bucket list. And if anybody's ever heard of this place, you'll understand why. It's a place in Ohio that the U.S. government took everyone out, and so now basically everyone's named it Helltown, but it's been deemed a park now. And I would love to go and investigate that place. Let's see if I could talk to anybody right now. Who would it be? My grandmother or my uncle? Uh, Let's see. All right. Bye, Sonia. I would have to say probably my uncle, if I could talk to anybody right now. Because I mean, I would say every other week I get random messages and random things to let me know that my grandmother is still watching me, which is cool. She's waiting. I haven't gotten anything from him, so I'd have to probably say it'd be my uncle. Yes, Rob. Yes. Collecting dolls is out of the damn question. Them damn dead eyes on them dolls. No. No. We ain't. My daughter has a old Raggedy Ann doll. One of the old 70s, 60s, 70s style Raggedy Ann dolls. And I will literally put that damn thing in the closet if I have to. If I find it in the living room, I will put it in the living room closet so I don't have to see that damn thing staring at me. I hate that damn doll. Not for the whole fact of the Annabelle movie or anything. I just hate dolls in general because to me their eyes are just so creepy. It's one of those, it's almost like a painting. No matter where you move, the eyes in the painting always follow you. That's how I feel with dolls. I just feel like they're staring into my soul as I'm walking by them or something. It's like, no, I'm not doing that. That's why if I ever get out to California, and if I can do the All Saints Asylum, I will do that whole entire asylum except for the doll room. I will let somebody else go in there and do the doll room. This spirit, something is trying to get my damn attention. Yeah. I think one of my sisters, I think maybe it was my older sister, maybe my middle sister, one of them, they were more into Holly Hobby as well, Dana, than Raggedy Ann. So, yes, I do remember that, Mom. I do remember that. I also remember that we all had, me and my two sisters had to go down to our aunt's house down the street while the ambulance and everything came and picked her up. I remember that. I remember every day of that, every part of that day. Was not a fun day as a kid. That's for sure. Yes, I knew one of them was into Holly Hobby. It was Deanna. Deanna was into Holly Hobby. But yeah, dolls to me, I mean, I don't find them inherently creepy except for the eyes. I could do without the eyes. I really could. I don't want a haunted doll in my truck. I don't want a haunted doll at the house either, all haunted dolls can be stayed away. Yeah, Misty. That day was actually that was a rough day. Um, that really was a rough day. That was part of the day that my life like flipped upside down, completely flipped upside down. Um, I wish I could go back, not to relive that day, but you know, maybe change a few things beforehand, you know. But we can't. We gotta live with what we got. Um, I don't know what time is it. 2 o'clock. Yeah. Let's see. Oh wow, been on here for almost 2 hours. I figure I'll be a meme for too long. uh, be funny though. Thank you, Misty. Yeah, that day, like I said, that day was real hard. Um, so I think I was eh, what, 7 or 8 years old when that happened. Um, yeah, it was like I was either 7 or 8 when she passed away, and in all honesty, that's I would say about uh 3 or 4 months after that is where it just kind of started going downhill a little bit, and before it took a nosedive. Um, but hey, we gotta go down sometimes, hit bottom before we come back up and keep fighting. That's just how it is. Well, at least the light hasn't flashed on me yet again. But oh man, yeah, I know. Like I said, if anybody has any suggestions for locations, drop them in the Discord. I'll look into them, and if it's doable, I'll send you a message, and we'll see about doing an investigation together. I mean, plain and simple. Uh, Now, unfortunately, I don't do Canada. Um, I have not, Ruby. I have not. Um, the only thing I've ever done in San Antonio, and I had to be low key about it, because well, we all know what happens if you want to FA, you're gonna FO. Um, I walked into the Alamo, but I had to be low key about putting my phone on record to kind of record any kind of voices that I might hear, other than the other 180 people that were in the building at the time. Um, uh, wow, I am so sorry to hear that, Misty. That's hard too. That's hard too. Anytime you lose pets to fire or anything else, um, that's always hard. Luckily, like I say, I've never lost any pets due to fires or any kind of natural disaster. All mine have ever, all mine have gone, natural causes. Being old, um, But it uh, ooh, uh, I have to look into that. Santa Rosa Hospital. I have to look into that one too. Um, because, like I said, there's so many places in Texas I would love to get to, for sure. Oh, you're welcome, Misty. You're welcome. And now that YouTube is, not doing YouTube things to me, um, which I still don't understand why they did this. You know, um, it's only the third time I've actually had to re-verify that I wasn't a bot and everything. So now that they're not doing YouTube things, I'll be able to do it more. But yeah, as for investigating in Texas, there's so many places I'd love to get to. Um, just because, Texas is so old. I would love to be able to investigate the Alamo, but the Alamo is very, very off limits. They don't let nobody do that. Um, Once they shut and lock them doors at night, nobody goes in unless if it's one of the state troopers to do rounds, and that's it. Which I get it. I mean, historical place, um, but I know I would love to go to battlegrounds, Civil War battlefields, Revolutionary battlefields. Since it's not the grave sites, I would love to just do the battlefields. Do the lesser known ones. I mean, you got the big ones like Gettysburg and all them, but there's one in Tennessee. It's not really a well-known battlefield, and I've been there before. There is a cabin there. I want to do that place because they still have the cannons up on both sides of the freeway from where the Union was on the south side of the freeway and the Confederate was on the north side of the freeway. I would love to do that one sometime soon. Yes, the Alamo, Dana, is. I've had sensations there before, like maybe they're something is, the energy of that battle is still there, whether it's their spirits or not. I think maybe the energy is still there, and for people like us Pisces, we walk in there, we feel it straight up, we feel it, and whether we want to or not, it's like, nope, you're gonna feel this today. And unfortunately, unless if they ever change their mind and let people start investigating the Alamo, I don't think people are really going to have much resolution on what's there. Thank you, Mom. Yes. Virtual hugs. Yes, I was so glad that YouTube decided not to do YouTube things to me anymore. Because, like I said, third time I've had to re-verify myself that I wasn't a bot, and for the last 2 days it's been saying 24 hours, 24 hours. It's like, well, yesterday when I looked, I was like, well, you said 24 hours 24 hours ago. Why ain't I on yet? And when I looked today, it said, hey, you can get on now. It's like, yay. Old hospital on College Hill in Virginia. I have to look into that. I have not been there. I haven't even heard of that place. Shoot me a DM, because I can't find my notepad. Shoot me a DM over on Discord to remind me. I will look into that place. Because I'm always going through Virginia. There's not very many places I haven't been in Virginia, driving wise. So I'm always all over there. So yeah, hit me up with a DM to remind me, since I can't find my notepad. Yes, Virgo also gets those vibes. They are hard to ignore. Hopefully this year is a lot better year with the craziness of the universe, like attacking Pisces for some reason, Pisces and Virgo, and well, just about every all the water signs have been brutally attacked this past year. Yes, and that is weird, Ruby, because Virgo is supposed to be a Pisces polar opposite, but yet I'm Pisces sun, Scorpio moon, Virgo rising, and yet whatever I don't use from the Pisces side, I get a lot from my mom, who is also a Virgo, which is weird. Awesome. You're actually right there, right next to my mom's birthday, Rob. So it is weird that it's sometimes conflicting with me, because technically I shouldn't get a lot of traits from her, but I do. And but it's also kind of nice because at the end of the day, when all is said and done, I'm still gonna have a part of her with me from the traits that I've gotten from her. Yes. Yes. Hopefully, Dana, hopefully this year, it's not attack Pisces year. Considering I was born in the year of the snake, this is the year of the snake this year. Let's hope this is not attack Pisces year. You gotta love being a Cancer, Misty. Water signs are good. A lot of times, most water signs get along great with each other. As where with me, I don't get along great with a lot of water signs for some reason. A lot of people with water signs. Um, I don't know if it's just the energy they project off of them, but sometimes I can get with, get around somebody that's a water sign, and I can feel their negativity like just beaming onto me and sucking me dry. Um, yes, yes. Um, Being very sensitive to spirits. It's also empathy is also a big Pisces water sign trait, you know, um, which is good and bad. Um, Sometimes I wish it would just go away because the older I get, it's like, why? Why? You know? Um, and then also, you get close to people and they just start sucking the energy out of you, and it's like, I gotta go. I gotta go, people. I gotta get out of here. uh, which is all good. I mean, I don't I don't try to hang out with a bunch of people. Um, Misty, it's a blessing, a gift, and a curse. For real. Um, the only time I've ever found it a true 100% blessing. Um, I went up to Pennsylvania. I'd stopped at a truck stop, and I literally went to where the plane went down into the field on 9/11. It was so quiet. When with all them people that died on that plane, it was seriously quiet. I didn't have that was the one day that I did not have my brain going 1,000 miles an hour, and I could literally concentrate. Bet that. Turtles. Um, yeah. But, it oh, don't worry. My brain gets the best of me too sometimes, Misty. Um, Sometimes I can be sitting there and supposed to be concentrating, and then all of a sudden, it's like something slaps me in the head and is like, hey, look at this over here. No, I don't want to look. Because if I look, then I'm not going to be concentrating on what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Um, but yeah, it's very close, Dana. Very close. His last name was Hutchinson. Very close to Very close though with Henderson. Um, Matter of fact, his first name was Hutch, and his last name was Hutchinson. So he's very close. Uh, I know it'd be awesome if you know Mandy and Jade jumped in, but I know they're not going to. Jade ain't gonna be up for a few more hours. Really, Light? Is there something you need to tell me? Um, maybe the spirit's telling me I need more light. I mean, maybe next time I'll be sitting in the front seat with my phone attached to the window. That way there is more light. Maybe that's what they're trying to tell me. More light. Exactly. Hello, spirits. Um, I don't understand that. And, this is a 2025 truck. It's not like it's old. So, um, oh my God, this is going to kill me today. But, let's see, 2:11. Yeah, I got a few more minutes before I got to actually get to bed, because I'll be leaving here at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yay me. Not that I really want to drive at 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, they can keep me company all they want. What I will not put up with is something climbing in bed with me and trying to shove me off the bed again. We ain't doing that. We are not doing that again. I will be a little pissed off if something climbs in bed and tries to push me out of bed again. Yeah, poor Damien. like, fuck. It's either the spirits were trying to get my attention, or I did go to bed that night without praying to my gods and goddesses. So maybe it was one of them trying to push me out of bed, trying to tell me something. No clue. They could have been a little nicer about it. Well, if they want to snuggle up, they can snuggle up at the foot of the bed. We're good at the foot of the bed. I'll treat them like a little house cat or something. But I just do not want to get pushed out of bed again. Oh no, I can't forget them. I mean, they're constantly yelling at me. I constantly have, I can constantly hear them yelling at me because I don't answer them. I try not to. I literally try not to answer them because I don't want to make it a habit of them saying, "Oh, hey, he's answering me now." Yes, I pray every night and every morning to my gods and goddesses. I leave them all offerings. My gods and goddesses are very forgiving, but they are very vengeful. They do not like being toyed with. It's one of those. They will look out for you, but they find out that you're just doing it just to do it and not really meaning it. They get kind of vengeful about that. They don't like that. But exactly, Misty. I don't want to kind of answer them because I don't really want to become a beacon for them. I don't want them saying, "Oh, hey, he hears us. He's answering us. We can go to him." I don't want that. I want to be able to live a somewhat normal life, whatever normal's got to be. So, I just don't want it. And yes, it's got to be from the heart. Deities and gods and goddesses, they can look in your heart and see if you're really being honest with what you're doing and what you're asking for. Exactly. They'd be very nosy very quick. But, you know, a lot of people, they don't realize that if they just randomly pray to a deity or a god or goddess, or even the Christian God, and if you don't mean it, they know it. They know it very quick. They know very quick that um, you're not true in your intentions, and then they will not do what you ask them to. You know, as we're with the Norse gods, they don't do anything to help you really. They give you the they give you the stuff to do it yourself. They figure if you can't get it out, if you can't get over it and get it taken care of by yourself, then you need to keep working at it. But they're not just going to give in and be like, oh, well, we can take care of it for you. Um, uh, all right, bye, Mom. I'll see you later. Um, be careful out there on them roads, Mom. We know how people in Texas drive. Drive friendly the Texas way. It means one hand on the wheel, the other hand out the window, flipping people off. Um, but yes, deities and gods and goddesses, they know if you're not being true to them or yourself. Um, and that's why I leave offerings to my goddesses and gods, because they know I'm I'm very true to myself and what I'm praying for and to who. Um, I don't make it a point, you know, to sit there and try to, how can I word this? Unlike some religions, I don't sit there and tell people they have to go with my religion. No, I just let everybody pick their own religion. Um, all right, bye, Dana. Have fun. Have fun at work. But yeah, I don't try to push anybody one way or another. But at the same time, if I know when my gods and goddesses are trying to talk to me, and unfortunately, I think they really are trying to get my attention right now. Um, maybe there is something that I need to be paying attention to outside. Not sure. I'll figure it out here in a bit. You can literally stop now. But I mean, I'll look around the truck whenever I go to before I go to bed and everything. But bye, Rob. But all right, everybody, it's been like really fun. I've got to get to bed so I can get up and be driving at 1 o'clock. Like I said, anybody got any suggestions for any haunted locations someplace? Send me a DM. I'll look at it, and if it's doable, I'll see if you want to hook up and go do an investigation. So I will be going to bed as soon as I deal with this freaking spirit. This thing is going to drive me nuts. So, all right, everybody. I will see everybody on Discord later on. No, not UFOs. That would be in a rescue. So, but all right, everybody. Bye, Rob. Bye, Misty. Curtis. I'll see everybody later on.